Alrighty, and welcome back to Little Witch RP's live play of our episodic campaign, The Mortal Guardians. What is Little Witch RP, you may ask? I'll tell you. Little Witch RP is me, Faye, your game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We are a couple who love role-playing games and sharing stories with all of you so much that we quit our day jobs and created our own company so that way we could create high-quality TTRPG experiences full-time. We've been very fortunate along the way to meet many awesome, amazing players who have joined us on our adventure, including the players who are with us today, and you can join them in all the fun. To get started playing with us, just join our Discord and website community, where you can sign up for games, meet us and all of our players, talk about your favorite characters and stories, and even roleplay on our forums. We've got plenty of games that happen every day, Monday through Saturday, so that way you can play in the Mortal Guardians episodic campaign and fight back against the evil Coven of Zol and their dark masters from the void beyond the stars. We also offer high-quality custom quests, magic items, our Burning Veil campaign that runs alongside the Mortal Guardians, and our playthrough of D&D's Dragonlance campaign. So take a moment during the game to join us and introduce yourself. We can't wait to see you at the table. Now, speaking of the table, let's get started with today's game. And we begin with introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye. I'm going to be your game master. I'm with Little Witch RP. You can find out all about us at our website, wildwitch.com. That's WILDEWITCH.com. That's got all the fun things we've got going on and all the ways you can find us on the internet, including the invite link to our Discord. Speaking of things on the internet and being fun, we have joining us Sirenscape. Sirenscape provides all of our background music, our ambiance, our sad trombone, played during dramatically appropriate times. You can find out all about Sirenscape and all that this cool tool can do for you and your table by heading over to their website, sirenscape.com. With that, I'm going to toss it over to the other side of the table. We're going to learn a little bit about the characters being brought in, and then we will dive into our session. So, let us begin with an introduction for Verity.
Hi, I'm Kelsey, and I'm playing Verity. She's a changeling warlock with a very special patron. It's Tithway.
Amazing. Next up on our introductions, let's get an introduction for Kira.
Hi, I'm Shay, and I play Kira. She was a Seder Ranger. She liked long walks on the beach. And Matt Boy, Treasure Boy, Elwin, Cordelia, Jonah, Aloya, Sabari, Gil, other unnamed fish person, Doorboy, Moonbill, Traveler, Navarra, Rom, Jovarian, Smelly Boy, and Archibald Rashawn, Professor of Historical Sciences. And she's still very happy to be here.
I was not expecting that, but I love it. All right. Last but not least, let us get an introduction for Xena.
Hi, I'm Rudy and I'm playing Xena, who's an Asimar Barbarian Fighter mix. She likes swinging her axe, hanging out with Elle and her friends. She doesn't like bullies, the undead, any plants, purple worms, and other aberrant creatures that likes to swallow her. Also on that list are irritating creatures that regenerate or are resistant to her attacks. All demons, and thoughts of losing her friends.
Okay. Well then. Let us get into our session then. We begin with the session in Wintervale. A small figure creeping through the Mortal Guardians Guild house No one sees where the gnome pulls a set of lockpicks, hums a bit of magic to bypass the arcane wards as the door to a very private office is opened. Moving through and beyond the desks and the bookshelves filled with all sorts of journals and documents, paperwork and preparations. All the business of running a guild. He slips to the back, where a collection of bottles, some in very designer shapes and colors, looks through them all, but he finds his prize hidden away. And as soon as it is in his hands, he is gone. You three are called in the morning by Artem, your guildmaster. And he brings you all together. I need for you to undertake for me a very important and discreet mission.
Sounds serious.
What's going on?
There has been a theft. Someone has stolen from me.
Did they get important documents? Did they get anything?
No
This is
documents,
Oh,
but the rarest perfume in my collection has been taken.
Verity
I'm sorry?
looks at Kira very quickly.
sorry. Oh no, that's devastating.
It is, as this was a gift from an ancient dragon, and I doubt I will ever get its second, or anything comparable to it.
And this is discreet because
Well, I do not wish for it to be advertised, the perfume. It is, again, very rare, very expensive, and if others know that I am in possession of it, it could be stolen once again.
That's all very well and good, Artem. And I understand the importance of your sense to you. Is it really this serious?
It is.
All right.
It is at this point that you hear many footsteps, as today is also the in conjunction with Ishahana's orphanage down in the dock wards, Orphan Adventure Day.
Oh my god.
And you see where Max is bringing a whole group of kids. They have put together costumes and toy swords, wands that are half the size of them, as they have decided on who their adventuring self is, and here we have Artem, and these are some of our other mortal guardians. That's Verity, Kira, Tina. They're probably getting a mission right now. And all the kids, oh, a mission? I want to get a mission! I'm an adventurer! I need a mission!
I'm so sorry. This particular mission is very important and should be handled by more experienced hands.
Grown-ups.
I'm sure
Leave.
Artem has something for you, though.
Well, I actually believe that if it is within the guild hall, the orphans may help with the investigations. Get experience straight from the source.
Does that include going into your private room where the thing was stolen?
There is nothing else in my area. They were very thorough in providing cover for their tracks, but they did not. They began somewhere else in the guild hall as my wards were disabled from the outside. So they could not have teleported in.
Right, but extra sets of eyes would be helpful.
The only thing that is disturbed is that there's no perfume portal in my private areas.
Mm.
I would suggest that you find if there are any broken locks on any of the windows or other indications of where this figure may have come or gone.
Right. That makes sense. Now, where about is your private area so we can actually start looking for the break-in around there?
Kira winks. Kira, damn it.
Know that my wards have been re-upped on my office doors. If you
I
try
like
to
a
go
challenge.
if you try to go further in, I will be made aware.
You kept your private stash in your office instead of your private quarters?
I do
Or
have-
are you saying your private quarters and your office is the same area?
my rooms are connected, but I do not have a full. I do not take residence at the guild hall, though there are rooms if I must stay overnight. Which means I do keep my perfumes close at hand, so that way I'm always ready to be presentable.
And I look over at Kira with a little glint in my eye. Okay.
It will be much more than 100 gold pieces if you break that door, Xena.
Oh, crap. Okay. Yeah. I will not go anywhere near that door today.
This minute.
This hour.
Second. Take it or leave it.
Okay, great. Hey, Max and children, why don't we go over here? Let me just go ahead and talk to Verity and Kiara for 2 seconds, and I'll be right with you, okay?
We're adventurers. Treat us like equals.
We will.
No.
I'll be right back. This is a private conversation about our private lives.
I'd like to say, ever since Artem said that the children would be joining us, Verity has been very quiet, straight-faced, but her eyes have been glitching very slightly.
I go over to Verity and Kiara and go, okay, this is a great, perfect opportunity to try to get in there, right?
We could sneak in any day. I think it'd draw more attention towards us if we done it now.
Oh, okay. I mean, up to you. I can distract the children about checking the doors and all of that loney. Or maybe, we'll find some stuff if you two wanted to do something else. But totally up to you guys.
Let's not be sneaky about it right now.
Okay.
We'll throw him off. So he thinks that we're gonna go in his room, but we end up not doing that. So we gain his trust a little bit. Then in a few weeks, you and I can sneak in if you want. I'm totally down for that. Verity, you're absolutely invited. Why is your eye twitching?
I'm sorry. Children. There's so many of them.
Yeah, they're disgusting, right?
I didn't say that. I enjoy the children's presence. I really do. I did not anticipate them joining us. Not that it's a bad thing.
Right.
It's not.
Right.
It just wasn't expected, so that I'm just kind of trying to process what could go wrong. Because a lot could go wrong.
Everything could go wrong.
Everything is fine.
Nope. I'm kidding. No, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Yes, everything's always fine. We're all fine. The kids will be safe. Artem
But her
is.
eyes have stopped glitching and have just gone completely white. Her real eyes, the white with the black specks. She can't hold on to it any longer.
Oh boy.
Listen, Artem is smart, and he said it's fine for the kids to join us on this little mission. And
Okay,
if he
well,
says that, then it should be fine.
while in the guild hall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we just keep them in the guild hall.
But as long as the investigations stay in the guild hall, the orphans can help. But otherwise, if it takes you elsewhere, you don't take the orphans.
Amazing.
Okay.
On it.
So, I have an idea.
Ooh.
There's nothing like little kids' ingenuity.
Ingenuity.
Thank you. Their ability to break into things or doing things they're not supposed to do. I thought.
Breaking in.
No. But I thought, what if we bring them to just outside the guild and say, okay, if you were trying to break into this place, how would you go about doing it? And get some ideas and then investigate.
I spoke too soon. I really like that idea.
Right? What do you think, Verity?
I wasn't listening.
Okay. Okay.
What happened? And please, once more.
Okay. So you know how the kids are really good at doing things they're not supposed to do?
Right.
And
yes,
they're really
I've
smart.
heard.
So
Mhm,
what
yes.
if we bring them just outside by the door or the windows or whatever and say, okay, if you were trying to go break into the guild hall, how would you go about doing it? And then get some ideas.
I think that's a marvelous idea, Xena.
Very cool. Right.
You think of how many scenarios we could play out by just asking the children to do it.
Exactly. All right, let's
And
go.
they're just having fun. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Distraction.
All right.
It'll be cool.
Absolutely. Let's
All right, how many?
get them adventuring.
What if we separate them into 3 teams and make it a little bit of a competition?
What does the winner win? Surprise.
Coin for candy? Ice cream?
I think a hug will do.
A hug.
Everyone wants to hug a satyr. Look at me.
Yeah, how many hugs do orphans get?
I was worried to bring that up, but I didn't want to be an asshole. I'm so glad you said it.
You know what? Yes, sure. Winning team gets a hug from each of us.
Fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Although most likely I'll hug all of them, but okay. So we approach the children. How many children are there?
I don't know how many kids usually go on school field trips. We'll say that
Oh, God, I don't know.
Say that there's 15 kids.
Oh God, 5 each. Okay. So, children,
We're adventurers. Treat us like equals.
adventurers, we have a mission. And throw in a little challenge to it. We are going to go ahead and divide into 3 teams.
Max said
And I
that you never split the party.
Yeah,
15
but we're
people
not
too big for a party. Okay?
Yeah.
Be realistic. Split into 5.
I heard
Yeah.
that you shouldn't split the party unless there's an elk involved.
Brady, this is not the time.
That's all I heard.
Right.
Do you not have the handbook?
Of course I have the handbook.
It's don't split the party. It's like the number 1 rule, and all
I-
you heard was about an elk.
I heard. Now I know we don't split up.
You're
But
asking
there's-
us to split up, though.
No, we're asking you to go into more size appropriate teams. There's more than us 3 in the Mortal Guardians. Us doing a mission isn't splitting up. It's a party going on a mission. 15 people's too much. Split into 3 teams of 5. Try and keep it equal as possible in terms of people who want to go bonk and people who want to cast spells. Please.
You see them now all starting to try and decide amongst themselves who gets on what team, and it's chaos. Because they're all trying to be with their friends, and some people are getting left out, and then it's like, we need one more person, but I'm not going
Well,
without X.
Oh my god. Everyone line up! Just in one straight line.
Roll an
Kira-
intimidation check, please.
I'll roll an intimidation check. My god. 23.
They all line up.
Okay. Remember the number I give you. And Kira's gonna go down the line. Going 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And so on. Another 2 times. I done it 3 times.
Yeah, you do.
Ones over here. 2s over here. 3s over here. That's your teams. Hey, no, you were a 2. I see you. Don't stop it. Down that way. No, you were a 1. I numbered you. God damn it! I hate kids.
As they gather where they were, some of them pouting, having been caught and trying to be a little sly. You have 3 groups of 5 kids each.
Fantastic. All right, everybody, follow outside, just outside the door.
Guys, Max says as he follows, what are you guys doing with the kids? I kind of, like, since I'm their buddy.
Max, we are performing research.
Okay, that's great. Can you be a little bit more specific?
Yes, the
Just
children are
us,
going.
buddy.
Hold on, the children are going to play out scenarios, and we are going to record what they do.
I don't know if that puts me at ease, but okay.
It's adventuring stuff. That's what they're here for.
I'm sure. Okay. I didn't say that you were wrong. I said I just didn't know if that put me at ease.
You're looking at me like I'm wrong.
No, it's just I'm a little concerned.
Max,
You're always concerned.
I am always concerned. This is true.
Max, I am going along with this plan. My eyes have not gone back to normal. I am also concerned.
Okay. No, you're fine. It's fine.
Listen, please. I just really need you to not go against me right now.
I'm not trying to go and get. I'm just trying to make sure, because I'm the one that's responsible for the kids today.
Max, I'm very close to crying right now.
Like, I just don't want Isahana. Like, that gnome lady scares the hell out of me.
Oh no, I understand. I don't. Just outside the door.
Okay.
Cool. All right, everybody. Here's the plan. This is a competition. Verity, take it away.
Right.
Give a bardic to Verity.
Thank you.
You got this.
You're on a mission. And you must get into the building. The door is locked. The windows are locked. How do you get in?
Oh, and not get caught.
Yes, you can't get caught.
One kid raises their hand in group 2.
Oh, yes.
Is this like breaking in?
It is exactly breaking in.
Yep, that's what
Isohana
it is.
doesn't want us to break into places.
Well, this is adventuring practice. Isohana's not here.
You're practicing breaking into a place. You're not gonna get in any trouble. There's no consequences for breaking into this place. In fact, if you break into this place, you get a surprise.
Yes, if you win the adventuring practice, you get a prize.
Is it a good one?
It's the best prize.
Yes.
Can I win a prize?
All right, my team, come on over here.
Oh,
Which
picking
team is your
teams?
turn? You had teams 1, 2, and 3, so no one made any claim to anything. You just...
Listen. I have 3 teams. I'll have team 1 on this window here. Team 2 is on the door. Team 3 is on that window over there. First team to get in wins a prize.
So you want us to break into the window, or do you want us to come up with a way to get in?
Black is a team. Speak amongst yourselves. First group to get in wins a point. We locked the door, right?
I'll stand in front of the door and be really intimidating.
You're a god.
I go. I'm like, Max, you should go lock the door. All right, I'm gonna take group 1, okay?
Why am I locking the door? They're not supposed to be breaking in.
They're not.
We're
It's like
pretend
it's
breaking in.
break-in.
They're just
Have you
orphans.
Have you ever played pretend?
Yeah, and you don't actually lock the door.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I don't like this plan anymore.
Yeah, I go over to team 1. I'm like, okay, ideas.
You go
If
down
you
the
had to-
chimney.
Okay, how would you go up the chimney?
You don't go up, you go down.
Well, how do we go up the chimney to go down?
You don't go up the chimney, you go down the chimney.
How do you go up to the chimney to go
On
down?
the roof, you climb.
Okay, where do you go climb the roof?
He gives you a look as he looks back at the building.
Yeah.
You climb. If you can't climb
would
a
you-
building, then
Yeah.
you don't, like, why are you an adventurer? You climb the
Damn.
building, you get up on the roof, you go down the chimney.
And then Xena's eye twitches. Okay, we gotta go climb up and get to the chimney. Where do you want to climb up? You want to climb here or you want to climb over there? Because if we climb here, people can see us.
Xena,
Yeah.
we're not climbing.
Oh. Okay.
Nobody's
This group
climbing
game
the
isn't fun
building.
anymore.
Kira gets
Okay,
down
so-
from the building.
I am so stressed.
Okay, so you think we should go climb up the wall and then climb up the building and get up to the chimney and then go down the chimney.
Yeah, that's how you get in without anyone seeing you if the windows are locked and the doors are locked.
Okay. Who else? What ideas you got?
The other kids kind of look to the one that had spoken and you go at the chimney. Yeah, that's, yeah. It seems that the leader has kind of made the decision for the group in group 1.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of walk around the building and check to see if anybody left tracks.
I thought we were supposed to figure out how to get inside, not look for tracks.
Do you want to be an adventurer or not?
Well, you keep changing the rules.
Oh, for crying out loud, kid. Follow along. I always change rules.
All right, Nemit.
I would like to just walk along the wall with the kids and kind of like, look for any foot. I show them how to go ahead and, look for footprints or climbing up the wall, how it leaves marks and blah, blah, blah.
Okay, roll a survival check.
Yes, that is 19.
Okay, you look around. Can you roll me a d10?
Oh, God. 4.
Cool. You are 4 inches taller.
Uh-oh. Okay. How are the kids reacting to that?
They're not looking at you right now. They're looking at the ground, and they're making their own footprints, which could...
Oh, no. Maybe this wasn't a good idea.
You have groups, 2 and 3 near where Verity and, Kira are, to...
We'll walk up to group 2 on the door. All right. You have a locked door. How are you getting in the building?
You use magic. You teleport inside.
Okay. Can you do magic? Can you teleport inside?
You see that he takes the fake wand and he just does some movements, says some gibberish, and
My spell didn't work.
It does take practice. Any other ideas?
Oh, yeah, you could turn yourself into, like, a badger and, like, burrow underneath and then dig your way up.
That could work in some cases, but this door, not so much.
Oh. Well, like, what if you turn yourself into, like, a mouse and you slide underneath it?
That could also work. That's something. Big little mental note. Anyone else? I've had 2 ideas. There's 5 of you. 3 more.
the other 3 kind of look to each other, and
Well, they said all the stuff that we were talking about. The magic makes it so no one sees you.
Right.
You could be invisible and you can go in.
You could be invisible. Another note. But that's wonderful. So far, the mouse has gotten in.
If Xena looks over at Verity's, look at Verity, what kind of expression does she have on her face?
She's very straight-faced. She's not trying. She's doing her very best. She's almost reverted a bit. It's not great.
Oh, okay.
She's panicked and she's trying not to show it. Her eyes are a dead giveaway. Okay. You guys keep working on that. Kira, would you like to check on group 3?
I was just about to say
Hey.
a little bit to ask if you're okay.
Fine.
That's a lie.
Yes, it is.
Is there anything particular that's freaking you out? Anything immediate we can do to help?
The amount of children that I'm supervising.
5?
Yes.
Okay, how about you and Max work together with group 2 then? So
Okay.
it's lessens the load a little bit.
Sure.
Doing great.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll give a hug, then run over to group 3.
I love you.
Love you. Alright, kids, in a huddle. Come on, over here.
This game is stupid.
You're stupid. Listen. Tough love. So, we have in front of us a guild hall. Doors are locked, windows are locked. The main place that we're looking for someone to break into has been covered in a forbidden spell, which does not allow for magical teleportation. How would you break in?
One of the girls.
You stay hidden until someone opens the door, and then you sneak in behind them before the door closes.
And I like it. Any more ideas?
If you're a vampire, you just kind of, you go in your gas form.
And the kid adjusts his glasses.
Not how it works, but I love the creativity. Anything else? Anything else to add? Anything new to bring?
One kid, very sort of shy,
Isolana doesn't like us when we do things that are bad. You sure that we're not gonna get in trouble for this?
We're not getting in trouble for this. What happened is we figured out there was a little bit of a break-in somewhere, and so we're using you guys, since kids are super creative, to get some ideas about how a break-in could happen. So we're brainstorming. We're not actually gonna break in.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
the kid that said that it was stupid.
Why are we doing, like, all this theory practicing? Can't you just, like, look for, like, clues of what happened?
Looking for clues is very rarely a first step. You talk to people, you theorize first, and then you investigate your theories. Search for clues first. Could be clues everywhere. You're just searching places you don't need to.
Can Xena overhear this group's conversation?
Does Cena overhear this group's conversation? You were walking around with your group.
Yeah, and Xena's also very competitive. I would like to try to see if I can overhear this conversation.
Perception check.
Need 3.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm gonna wait until she's done.
I see Xena.
Roll perception check.
Oh boy. 24.
Yeah, you would see Xena nearby. And her group of kids. And now she's kind of readjusting herself to pay attention to Team 1.
I'll get a really low whisper. Right, remember how we said this was gonna be a competition?
Yeah, and you didn't even tell us the prize.
Yeah, it's a surprise. Listen, group number 1 over there is trying to listen in to what we're saying so they can get that prize, but we're not gonna let that happen. What we're gonna do is a little bit of misdirection. So, I want you guys to give me your worst possible ideas. Just whatever. Just shout it out, I'll pretend it's good, then they'll think that I'm giving you, like, all good for these amazing ideas, then they'll say them and they'll definitely lose. Because competitiveness is surprisingly good as an adventurer. It's good to have something that drives you. So, give me your best shots.
You get a
Okay.
boulder and you smash one of the windows. It's not locked anymore.
That's a boulder smash. That's amazing. Right, who else? Who else?
Uh-oh.
You burn down the door.
Burn down the door. That's amazing.
You tell the royal guard that someone on the inside has done something really bad and now they have to come and unlock all the doors for you.
Ah. That's got steps in it. That's got lore behind it. Love it. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Anything else? Come on. I look back to Xena, see if I can get a read.
What does Kira see from Xena now that Xena's overhearing all these other ideas?
Cena's, I think, a little bit suspicious. Because all of a sudden the kids started talking really loud. And Kiara is very excited. However, I think Xena likes the idea of causing chaos, yet the whole thing about what the adventurers do. So Xena says, okay, guys, I have an idea. And we go back to the door, go through the door, and go, okay, one of the things that the adventurers do is that they ask questions and we interrogate people, witnesses. So what I would like for us to do is maybe go from room to room to see what adventurers are in there, and then ask if they saw anything.
That seems
Okay.
like a lot of work.
Well, investigators are adventurers, do a lot of work.
You know, Xena's right. Perhaps we join groups and we can go ask together.
I don't want to talk to
Ooh.
strangers.
They're not strangers, they're our friends.
They're
Right.
your
And there are other
friends.
adventurers.
If you're an adventurer, they're your friends too. I thought you were adventurers.
We're just orphans.
You said that you were adventurers and that we should treat you
He
as
said
equals.
that we were adventurers. I don't like all this work that we're doing.
Okay, then we don't have to work. Who wants to go sit on the floor and talk about feelings?
I did.
No. Anybody who wants to go and be a real adventurous, come over here.
I know
I'm-
someone who might have sweets.
Wait, candy?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Oh no, I lost on this competition.
Where would we find that? Is it a game of hide and seek? Do we have to find the candy?
Yes.
I look over at Max. How is he reacting to hide and seek?
He seems just concerned that he does not have control of the kids anymore and hasn't since the team split up.
We're all back together now.
All right. Okay, hold on just 1 second. The team leader's gonna have a conversation. Team leaders, let's have a conversation.
Yeah, what's
Mm.
up?
Okay, I'm a little bit concerned about the hide and seek thing because they're really small. What if
Yeah.
they go and hide and then we now have to actually find them?
I feel like we're getting further and further away from our goal.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think we hand the kids back over to Max. He
I
seems
think
to
so
be
as well.
Right.
you know.
I mean, they said they're done with adventuring, so it's now all his responsibilities and we can go do our real work, yeah?
And they also promised some sweets.
Okay, that's a brilliant idea. And I go back. We go back. I go, okay, I think you guys were fantastic. We got a lot of great ideas. Very brilliant. And here's your prize. You get hugs.
The one in Kira's group. That is a stupid surprise.
You're a stupid surprise. Now people want to hug a satyr.
You do
They
have.
give the best hugs. Thank
There
you.
are kids that do line up for hugs, but the one that said that the game was stupid does not. He stands with the others that don't line up for hugs.
Oh boy.
It gives everyone who lines up a hug.
I turned to Very. I'm like, the whole sweet thing is a good idea. Should we ask another Mortal Guardians to go to Mother Gothel's and bring some snacks back for the kids?
Well, I think I might know someone who might have a stash.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
So, what do you guys do for your actual investigation?
That's a good question.
If you would
I
like,
completely forgot.
there is the investigation skill check that you can roll.
Oh,
I'll
I
go
like
for
those.
it. Really threw a wrench in everything with those kids.
As you are looking about, you don't really find much on the first floor, but there is, as you are moving down, you're in the basement of the guild hall, and you would notice that the door to one of the storage areas down in the basement is slightly ajar. And that's not supposed to be happening. Jericho is usually pretty good at keeping all the doors closed.
You guys see anything? I can't
Door.
seem to.
The door.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that's not supposed to be open. Let's go check it out.
Alright. As you get closer, you would be able to hear there's movement inside this portion. It sounds like something banging against a drum. Some strings of a harp being pulled.
Someone else in the guild will have a band. Do we have competition, Kira?
Huh?
Do we have competition?
Do we?
I don't know. I hear music. Well, I mean, follow the sound.
So you enter into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. As you head inside, are you doing so stealthily?
Yeah, sure.
Roll a stealth check. Okay. As you all enter in, you see something strange. There is, in fact, some sort of band present, but no members. You see a horn, a lute, a harp, and a set of drums that are animated, moving on their own at the whims of a set of armor that is conducting the performance here on its own accord.
Like, they're performing?
No,
Okay,
they're moving, and it's at the whims of the conductor, which is not a person. It is what looks to be a set of armor.
but it's making noise though.
They make a bit of noise because they're objects that are moving.
Right,
So
right.
they're not playing any sort of performance or anything, but they move, and when they move, they make noise.
Are these your instruments?
No.
No.
Like,
Yeah, because
detect magic.
Yeah. As you do detect magic, you see that everything is alight with transmutation magic, and seems to be holding it aloft.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
When you cast magic to move things, is it for a long time? Is it permanent? Or what? How?
Depends
Like
on
the
the spell.
reason.
Yeah.
So, reason I'm asking is if somebody casted moving, for these things to come alive and start doing these movement things, when do you think that spell was cast?
I don't know. It could be. I mean, depending on who cast it. I mean, there are ways to extend how long a spell lasts for some casters, and
So we take.
if they utilize that, it could be up to 24 hours, I believe.
Okay. So it could be 24 hours. That means it could be someone may have casted this within past 24 hours.
That has to have been, at least.
Why would they cast it though?
Red herring, perhaps?
Is there anything around the immediate area of these musical instruments?
Yeah,
And the
it's a
armor?
it's a warehouse. It has other things that are set up, but these are things that are alive and moving.
Should we go ask Jericho about this?
I mean, we've been in here and talking. The suit of armor hasn't reacted to us being here, or...
I was assuming that you were whispering. If you are talking at a higher, like a more conversational thing, then that might change. But I was assuming that you guys were continuing to try and be stealthy.
We can't just leave it, though.
What if we say
We're trying-
hi?
We could say hi, could just dispel it and see if that does the trick.
Okay.
What's more fun? I think saying hi would be more fun, though.
Well, we can say hi if the dispel doesn't work.
Alright. I'll cast Dispel Magic on the suit of armor.
Okay. What level is it cast at?
It's at 5th.
Okay. As you cast against this suit of armor, there is some sort of fluctuation as your will tries to trump over whatever is animating the figure, but it does not seem to fully win out. Either this is a more powerful spell, or it is a magical item that will need something else, something stronger than a dispel magic to remove the enchantment. But it is now aware, and you see very quickly it stands at a full attention and looks to you all. And
Uh-oh.
as it raises its hands, it will point its conductor's wand. I don't remember the actual term for it. I was in band years ago. But as this armor points it, you hear the sort of scaling notes of the entirety of the present instruments as they prepare themselves for battle. We are going to roll initiatives.
Ah, crap.
Oh damn, Kira out here with that paladin curse.
I was gonna say.
So, as you are, as you all are getting ready to get into this battle, it is Xena, you who will act first. But
Hi.
we will
Go ahead.
come back to that there very shortly, as we are going to take a quick ad break. So stick around with us. We will be back with our combat picking up here very shortly, and we'll see where the story leads us after. We'll see you all soon. Be right back. All right, we are diving back in, and we are picking up with our battle between the animated musical instruments and our adventurers down here in the basement. And Xena, you are the first to act. What are you doing?
Yes. Well, I have casters, and I know better. I'm going to go ahead and step aside out of their way, and then hold my action for anything that comes closer to us. I would like to throw. How far are they from us?
Currently,
Yep.
they'd be probably about 20 or so feet away, but you're in the middle of a warehouse, so you've got other stuff that is here
Right.
as well.
Okay, I'm gonna step aside and move up 5 feet, and if anything comes within my melee attack, I will attack.
Okay. Verity, it is your turn next.
Okay, cool. Can the suit of armor make me a dex save?
Sure. That is a 16.
Oh, it's a failure. And he will take 26 radiant from a sacred flame.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Then it is Kira.
How many things can I get in a 30-foot cone?
You could get all the animated things and then the other stuff as well, as you are again in a warehouse.
Cool, we'll get all the animated things to make me a dex save.
Okay. 17 from our conductor. And then from our instruments, our horn gets an 8, our harp gets a 14, 7 from our drums, and 12 from our lute.
Oh, because it's a magic item, the DC is only 16, so the conductor will save and take half damage. The rest of them take, it's a horrible roll, 20 points of psychic on a failed save. Conductor takes 10.
Okay. Anything else from Kira?
Bonus action, I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Sounds good. Our conductor is going to motion for through the air towards all of you, and we'll send out from his director's wand 2 bolts of lightning, and that'll be 1 to Verity and 1 to Kira.
Uh-oh.
10 to Verity.
Mm-mm.
23 to Kira.
Yep.
Are you wearing metal armor?
I am not.
Okay. Then that's only going to be 10 points of lightning damage. And then following after is going to be our instruments.
I lose my shield of faith.
Oh no!
Oh no.
So our horn is going to blare out, and from it is going to be a gust of chill air. And that will be against Verity with an 18 to hit.
That will do it.
Okay. And that will be 7 points of cold damage. Our harp is going to release a plink of different notes, and from it you see sparks beginning to appear, and that goes after Xena with a 17 to hit. I believe that's a miss.
That's a miss.
Our drums pound, and concussive force is directed towards Kira.
My proficiency in drums, does that give them disadvantage?
Unfortunately, no. That is a 21 to hit you.
Yep.
12 points of bludgeoning damage. And then our lute also towards Kira, begins to bubble with the strings pulled, and a blob of acid falls a decent and safe distance away from your feet, as it seems that it misses. But that's it for our conductor and instruments. And Xena, we come back to you.
I would like to go up to the conductor and say hello.
Okay.
Gonna go overwhelming. That is going to be 25 to hit for a total of 28 points of damage.
Okay.
That is total of 18 to hit.
An 18 does not hit the conductor, unfortunately.
Okay. That armor. Okay, 31 to hit for total of 25 points of damage, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Armor's starting to look a little worse for wear, but he's still standing. And with that, Verity, we come to your turn.
Yes. What was it that got me?
I believe it was the horn that got you.
Okay, and it didn't come up to me. It's still
Yeah, it's still where it
okay.
was. It just
Great.
directed its blastful notes.
Well, then I will blast it.
Go for it.
That's a 17 to hit
Yeah.
for 8 force. Oh boy, 31 for 11. So 17 for 7. And a 23 for 15.
All right. That horn is looking a lot more crumpled and broken as it wheezes out some notes, horribly out of tune. And hold up, I think I did my math wrong. Let me go back and redo this real quick. Because it may actually be dead. Yeah, no, the horn is actually dead.
Oh.
So, no more horn. Anything else on your turn, Verity?
No, that's it.
Kira.
I'll run over to the drum and
Okay.
start bonking it. So 18 hit.
18 hits the drum.
That's 12 points of bludgeoning and 8 points of psychic.
Okay.
And bonk again, it's a 27 to hit
Yeah.
for 13 bludgeoning. Can't... I meant to roll a d6, but that's fine. I'll take bardic. 13 bludgeoning. Psychic, where am I?
No worries. Drums are dead.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. After Kira, it is our conductor, and he does not like Kira and Verity, as you are destroying his instruments. So, he will continue to send his 2 blasts out towards you. That is a natural 20 to hit Kira.
Yep.
For 26 points of lightning damage.
Oops.
And a gentleman's 20 to hit Verity
Mm-hmm.
for 14 points of lightning damage. And then it's our instruments. The harp and the lute are going to... the harp plucks the strings and will make a attempt for Kira. With a 16.
Misses.
And then our lute plucks the strings with an attempt towards Xena. Which misses with a 9. And Xena, it is now your turn.
Come on, conductor. Let's dance. Overwhelming strike. Oh, thank goodness. That's 29 to hit for a total of 26 points of damage. Still up.
And the conductor shatters down, leaving just the harp and the lute.
I would like to go say hello to the harp. And that is 23 to hit for 31 points of damage.
Harp goes down.
And that's the end of my turn.
So you're foregoing your last attack?
Correct.
Verity, it is your turn. All that is left is the lute.
Oh. Okay, we'll go for the loop. It's a 20 to hit. For 11 force. 28 for 12. It's a natural 20. 4, 10, 14, 20 force.
The lute is down.
Oh, okay.
So, with that, you are no longer bound by initiative, as the threat is gone in this realm, or at least in this room. But you may be able to, perhaps, look for clues now that you don't have to worry about the animated instruments.
Yeah, please.
Investigation. Okay. You all seem to spot this very quickly. A small piece of paper, a little crumpled, that's on the ground, not terribly far from where the instruments and conductor were standing, and it is easily picked up by either of you, and you see it as a receipt.
Uh-oh.
It is a receipt from Mother Gothels with a delivery time for a batch of cookies this day at noon.
And it's not noon yet, right?
It is not yet noon.
Okay. Why is there a receipt down here in the warehouse?
Mother Gothels.
Do you think these are snacks for the kids?
Not sure.
Hmm.
We could ask
Interesting.
Max if Max is in charge of that. We could ask him if he ordered them.
Yeah. Okay. I hope these musical instruments and whatever wasn't a special order for.
Roll insight
Yeah.
checks. For Verity and Kira, the amount of cookies that you see seem a little small for a group of 15 kids, as it's only a 1 dozen cookies, a single batch, 12. It's likely not for the kids.
And it doesn't say who ordered it or attention to who.
No, this is just, a standard receipt, and then handwritten is the pickup time for 12 noon.
Delivery?
No.
No.
The delivery time for the batch of cookies, so like the completion time. So it would be pickup at
Okay.
Mother Gothels.
Got it. Okay.
Oh,
We should go there, right? For noon. See if we can
catch
suss
whoever
out. Yeah.
ordered the cookies?
Uh,
That sounds like a good idea.
Mother Gothels in Wintervale?
There is actually a Mother Gothels in Wintervale. It has recently opened.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
So, as you head to Mother Gothels, your walk over is perhaps hurried, but uneventful. But things seem perhaps a little more harried as you arrive to Mother Gothels, and you see that it has been, well, overcome and overtaken. Peering through the windows, you see giant rats.
Oh, God.
Oh, goodness.
Ellen?
And you see that the staff are beyond, inside the building, far corner of the room, cowering. Go ahead, roll for me perception checks here. Is that what I think it is? Verity?
Yes, it is.
Xena and Kira, you see, strangely, wearing garish, wizardly robes is a gnome trying to hide amongst the staff and patrons inside.
No looks a bit suspicious.
Could be.
There are rats.
Oh yes, giant rats. And they're holding spears,
Oh,
Um,
so it seems that they're probably smart.
Uh-oh.
They're smart. We can have a conversation with them. Tell them, leave.
Goodness. Let's head in and talk to the rats then.
Okay.
As you try to head in, you
Great
open.
idea.
As you try to head in, you open the door, and immediately you have 10 or so spears pointed at you, keeping you from entering into the door. All held by rats. You
Hi.
leave.
Oh, why?
No, be here. Leave.
Why?
Ours.
Yeah.
No.
Ours.
Rats take.
No.
You can. We're not trying to take it from you. We just want to visit. Heard you done,
No
great
visit.
with the place.
Leave.
You leave.
No. Ours.
Yes. Ours.
You stay. You sacrifice.
Ooh, what are we sacrificing?
You.
Kira.
You
What?
sacrifice, and he motions to where the patrons and staff are.
Oh no, we're not sacrificing anyone. In fact, we'd love for the. We'll
Rats
take the.
sacrifice.
They're sacrificing people.
Yeah, what if we just take the staff like off your hands and they come with us and you have the place to yourself?
No.
What if we exchange the staff for 15 kids?
No.
I came out.
Rats claim. Rats
That was a
sacrifice.
reflex.
And
Who are they
rat
To
sacrificing?
who? To what?
the great lizard.
Oh, god damn it.
The great lizard.
Rat god. Great lizard. Bless.
Of course, yes.
You
Um,
know. On you go.
no, please.
I was gonna say, me and, the great lizard, the rat god, we're actually, like, tight. We're best friends. And
Lies.
No, I'm telling the truth.
Telepathically.
He invited us to come and make sure the ritual was going as planned, to make sure everything's A-okay.
Telepathically, Kira, what are you doing?
My best, she
You
says out loud.
know lizard. You know rat. You lie.
Just because I was born with a deformity, you think I'm not a rat? It's like no one's ever accepted me in the rat community because I was born with hooves and
No tail. Weak.
I had a tail. It's just really small. It got cut off in the war. The war with the rats and the ones
You
against
fight
us.
rats?
No, I was with the rats. On the rat's side. It's like battle wounds made me look like a satyr. So then a bunch of fae took me in. It's a whole story. I'll tell you over a cup of tea. And Kira winks.
You rat. You
Uh-huh.
sacrifice.
I am more than happy to sacrifice for the great lizard. Yeah. You just gotta let us in.
No. Rat come in. Others stay. They leave.
Oh no!
What if
these...
we're all rats?
Yeah,
You
we were
know all rat.
How do you know?
Yeah,
Rat.
so
No. Rat smell.
you smell.
As you say this, you see the frustrations ripple out over the rest of the group of the rats, and as you hear a muttering that comes from the leader, you watch as their forms shift, and where they were large already, they now grow even bigger to now about the size of a medium-sized humanoid. But they also grow scales underneath their fur that you see, and from their mouths you see clouds of poison begin to drift. You know, rat.
Okay.
And we are
Um,
rolling initiatives.
So no.
They got us. Well, no, I got in. It was you guys were pulling me down.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm having a joke. It's fine.
Don't bring me down.
Kiara goes first. Kira.
Yeah, it's Irish. It annoys everyone.
That
No.
that
Damn.
oh my goodness, cheer was such a reflex.
I don't mind the name. If you feel more comfortable calling me Cheer, then call me Cheer.
No, it's your name. I should call you by your name.
Great
I
anime.
mean, that was a great
Although-
one. I mean, if we want to really get into specifics, there's one thing that you can call her that never changes.
What's that thing?
20046.
There we go.
Oh.
See, that makes me uncomfortable.
Makes me comfortable.
I know, but you know, numbers. It seems.
24601.
I wasn't gonna go there.
I was.
Although, Kira, quick question.
Uh-huh.
Should we not call you Kira in public?
I don't know. We're only one part in, so
Right, okay.
I don't know what's going on yet.
Okay.
You can call me whatever you like.
We got 9 rats. No, 10 rats.
Oh,
So- 10 rats is what they called me in college.
Is it because you can eat 10 rats?
I don't want to talk about it.
damn.
Man, imagine eating 10 rats and getting that as your nickname. Like, what a life. So, Kira, you are the first to go. You've got now these, giant toxic rats.
Ooh, that's awesome. I'm gonna go up to the one that I was, talking to, becoming friends with, and I'm gonna bonk him on the head. At least, I'll bonk him, like, to the side. I don't know how big he is.
Okay.
16?
16 just hits the rats.
Ooh. Good weapon fighting. 16 points of bludgeoning. And 8 points of psychic. Then a 29 to hit for 14 points of bludgeoning and 9 points of psychic. And bonus action will cast Spiritual Weapon. There's a 30 to hit for 8 force.
Alright, so as you bonk the rat, that is going to be the end of your turn. And, Xena, it is your turn next.
Yes, I would like to go up to 1 and then do overwhelming strikes.
Go for it.
That is going to be 29 to hit for 33 points of damage. 28 to hit for 31 points of damage. That is 30 to hit for 26 points of damage, and that's the end of my turn.
So, as you rush in, your swings of the axe cut one down 2 slices, and as your momentum carries into the next one beside it, your turn comes to a close with one more rat down and another one injured. And Verity, it's your turn.
Yes. We're gonna blast, go down the line. That's a 27 to hit one
Sure.
for 12 force. Next one is a 31 for 13. Next is a 33 for 8. And the last one is a 20 for 11.
All right. We've got some more rats that are damaged, and as that cuts through and impacts against any the figures gathered here. Anything else from Verity?
That's everything.
It is then our rats go, and Chia, the rat in front of you, is going to use his magical capabilities to
Oh,
transform into a normal-sized rat
Oh,
and scurry off.
that's not a good sign.
you like it? An attack of opportunity?
If you would like to try, go for it.
Yeah, bonk a rat. It's a 15.
A 15 will hit the rat in this form.
17 points of bludgeoning
Okay.
and 9 points of psychic.
Okay. He takes that and scurries off.
Ugh.
So, the other rats, however, still with these scales and the toxic breath, are going to move in, and we've got one in front of Xena, which will then turn to 3 as 2 more surround you, and then 3 will go towards Cheer, and then 2 just kind of stay in the back. I would like I want to say this is a dex save. Let me double check. Can I get actually a con save? 1 from Kira, 1 from Xena.
Guardians BRB now,
Oh.
by the way.
No worries.
I'm back. Okay.
Con save, yes.
Oh.
Heck yeah. So, neither of you will take the full damage as the toxic breath weapon is utilized against you, and you feel the poison in the air. That is 26 on a failed save, half as much on a successful, so you both will only take 13 points of poison damage. With that, there's going to be 2 claw strikes at each of you. Uh, 23 to hit Xena. And then a natural 20.
Natural 20 definitely hits.
Alright, so you will be looking at that is 7 points of slashing damage. And then for Kira, that is a natural 20
Yeah?
for 12 points of slashing damage. And a 12.
Nope.
And that is it for our Rats Go. As Verity, you see the other 2 as they wait, actually go to grab spears and maybe throwing those as they collect that. And Kira. it is now your turn.
We'll bonk one of the rats on me. 17.
17 bonks a rat.
Great weapon fighting. God damn it, 10 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And 8 points of psychic. Then second attack's a 25 to hit for 13 bludgeoning. And 8 psychic.
Okay.
And bonus action I'll bonk with my spiritual weapon. It's a 24 to hit for goddamn 8 force.
This rat is looking real rough, but still in fighting condition.
That's my turn done.
Alright. Xena, we come to your go. You've got 3 rats on
Overwhelming.
you.
Alright, overwhelming strike to one of them. That is 24 to hit. For 32 points of damage. That is 32 to hit. For 24 points of damage. Is that down?
Let me double check. I believe so, but... no, he's actually still on, just hanging on by a thread.
Wow. Ooh, the 17 hit?
17 hits the rats.
Oh, great. And that is 29 points of damage, and that's my end of my turn.
Alright, as you're surrounded by 3 rats, you choose one of them, and 3 heavy swings of your axe blade slicing past the scales cuts this rat down, leaving 2 on you. Verity, it's your turn.
Got 2 in the back with spears.
2 in the back collecting spears, yes.
Okay, we'll get 2 blasts to each of them.
Okay.
First is a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
So that is 11 plus 6 is 17 force. And a 14 for 9 force. And the next one is a 24 for 13. And a 21 for 13.
Alright, both rats looking rough. And anything else from Verity?
No, that's it.
Okay. It is our rat's turn, and the 2 rats in the back with their spears are going to release them at you, Verity.
Mm-hmm.
They each have 2 spears, so they'll take 2
Great.
strikes. First one is a 12.
No.
16.
Yes.
For that is 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then we have an 18
Yep.
for 5 piercing,
I sleep over health.
and then a 23
Yeah.
for 4 piercing.
Got it.
And then Kira and Xena, can I get con saves again?
Well,
Alright. Xena will take half damage from the release of the toxic breath, but Kira, you will be taking full. That is 29 points of poison damage on a failed save. Half as much on a successful. And then, Kira, you're getting 2 swipes of claws at you. Xena gets 1. 12 for Kira.
yep,
20.
yep.
10 slashing. And then a 24 to hit Xena, I believe, just misses. So,
Correct.
with that, it is the end of our rat's turn. And Kira, we come to you. You've got 3 rats on you. One's looking real bad.
We'll use our bonus action to spiritual weapon the one that's looking bad first. She's a 27 to hit for 10 force.
That one is down.
Awesome, we'll start bonking another one.
Okay, usually done.
It's a dirty 20 to hit
For
for
sure.
12 bludgeoning and 9 psychic. And then a 22 to hit for 14 bludgeoning, 6 psychic, and we'll make it spicy.
Ooh, we love a little spice.
Second level. For an extra 9 radiant.
That is 2 rats down.
It's my turn.
1 rat remains on Cheer. And Xena, as we come to your turn, there are 2 rats on you.
Okay, overwhelming strike. That is going to be 25 to hit for a total of 23 points of damage.
Okay.
That is 27 to hit for 25 points of damage.
Rat down.
Next one I hit for 31 to hit,
Yep.
and that's 30 points of damage. That's the end of my turn.
Alright, so as you slash into this last remaining rat on you, Xena, it is going to be Verity's turn. So we've got a BRB.
Well, I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay, cool.
Um,
It is your turn, Verity. There are 4
Great.
rats remaining. 1 on Kira, 1 on Xena, and 2 on just out there.
the 2 in the back. We'll keep going for them.
Go
2
for it.
each. 23 for 10 force. 22 for 8. Next one 20 for 11. And 8, 21 for 15.
One of them goes down. As your last Eldritch Blast impacts against and sends the rat creature sprawling out on the ground, leaving 3 rats here. And it is then our rats go. And stepping forward, this last rat is going to release its breath in a way that will hit all of you. So I need con saves from everybody.
So that one.
Oh, I have advantage. So 14.
Is anyone within 10 feet of me?
Xena would be within 10 feet of you.
Oh, you don't need the 5.
Oh, I can ask Titway for help. That would make me feel so much better. So that's an 18.
Anyway.
All right.
Titway!
So, Xena and Verity succeed on the save and will take half damage. So as the rat releases this breath of poisonous air, that is 31 points of poison damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. And that is it for
21?
31.
31. Okay.
And that is it for that rat. We've got 2 others that are going to swing out with their claws, once at Cheer, once at Xena. Cheer, that is a 9, that misses you. Xena, that is a natural 20.
It has advantage because I'm down.
Oh shit.
What?
Then that is an 18 to hit Cheer.
18 will hit.
Okay.
My goodness.
So please mark 1 failed death save.
Yep.
And that is 11 points slashing damage towards Xena. And that's it for the rats. Kira, at the start of your turn, can you please make for me a death saving throw?
I'm dead. Again.
No! I was just about to say this. Terrible at that one.
Wait. May I use my reaction?
I'm dead.
What would your reaction be? Because temp HP doesn't bring someone back up.
No. I have a new thing that is called Willed by Blood. And what happens is you see this dark energy emanate from Xena, and makes another Xena, a shadowy Xena, that appears right beside Kiara. And what it does is giving the help action. And within, I sacrifice my HP for this, but when a creature within 60 feet that you can see fails a D20 check,
It's
you
a
can use
saving
your
throw.
react.
It's a death saving throw.
Yeah, it's not
Gotta go
some.
talk to.
It's saves
It's
and
not a
checks
check.
are different, but
Okay.
you do. There is a. I will say that at the same time of your death save, we do have a cure wounds from chat for whoever is the lowest. So I'll say that it will go to Kira, as you are rolling that death save. So instead of dying, you are actually healed.
Oh my god. Thank
And
you, saved my life.
that is 8 points of health from the universe to you, Kira, at the start of your turn.
Awesome.
And then we also have a wild magic surge that is going off. But go ahead with your turn first.
Cool. That's fun. My character sheet doesn't want to work. I might give myself a little.
Whew, that's
Oh, just a little.
just a little one.
Just a little. Then I'll bonk with my spiritual weapon.
All right,
17 to hit.
17 hits a rat.
That's 15 points of force damage.
All right, all rats have been damaged on the ground, and then Xena, can you do me a favor here?
Yes.
Can you roll for me 2d10?
Why is all the wild magic affecting Xena?
Because the d3 is just picking it, and we've only
11.
had 2 wild magic surges. You gain 11 HP back.
Oh, thank you.
Thank the universe. Kira, do you do anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's me.
All right, Xena, we come to your go. There are 3 rats on the ground. One in front of you, one in front of Kira, and then one just kind of vibing out in the back that just spewed poison breath on everybody.
Oh, that sucks. I'm going to go in and attack the one in front of me.
Do it.
That is going to be 24 to hit for 29 points of damage.
Okay.
And using my mobile feat, which means that I don't get opportunity attacks from that one, I would like to go over to the one that's on Kira, and do overwhelming strike for 30 to hit for a total of 31 points of damage. And then my last attack, natural 20. That is going to be 56 points of damage, and that's the end of my turn.
There are 2 rats that are left forward as Kira, you are coated in the viscera of the rat that was standing over you.
Ew.
Verity, it's your
Yeah.
turn. 2 rats remain.
Great, they're each getting 2 blasts. First is a 21 for 12. And a 22 for 10.
Rat down.
Next one is a 29 for 13. And a 24 for 11.
With that, you are no longer in initiative, as all the rats are bested. At least all the ones that are present. There was one that had left. But, as you are now out of initiative order, you can, move in, ensure that those here, at Mother Gothel's are safe.
Y'all good?
Are you okay?
I think we're fine. Thank you for arriving when you did.
Well, it really is lucky. And someone left a receipt for a pickup. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have come.
Yeah, we hate to be this person, but we are here for a pickup, and I understand that the establishment's been under some siege in the past hour or so. I don't know. We did pay good money for these cookies, and if they could be brought to us, we'd be very appreciative.
As you are saying this, let me just check. I want to say it would only be Xena who would pick up on this. But we'll find out here. No, Kira would see this. Kira and Xena would see this. There is that garishly dressed gnome sort of patting himself down now as he's trying to find something, as this receipt has been brought up.
You're looking for.
Oh, I'm just looking to see if I've got... And then there's a rumbling. The street outside of Mother Gothel's implodes, sinking deep into the ground. And you see a figure that arises. I'm king of the rats!
Oh God.
You see that there is this figure that stands there in very tattered clothes and has a massive scroll in his hands. Prepare to meet the great lizard! And he opens the scroll and begins to read. And as the scroll is read aloud, the ground begins to shake more and more. And summoning from the sunken ground, pushing things out of its way to make space for this massive being that rises beneath the feet of the Rat King, comes this gargantuan entity. Something talked about only in myth and legend. It is much larger than even the buildings of the city of Wintervale itself. Go ahead, roll for me history or arcana checks here.
They did.
All of you are aware that you are looking at a Tarask.
Oh my god, I thought you were kidding.
I'm gonna
This
throw
is.
up.
I am too.
I'm gonna throw up.
I'm gonna cry.
Hold me.
And
I'm
as
cool.
the Tarask appears with the Rat King riding on its back, we're going to take a pause here for our ad break. So,
Are you
stick,
kidding?
Oh my
stick
god!
around with us and see where this will be heading. But we will be back here shortly to continue our story, and we will see you all soon. We'll be right back. Gosh. Welcome back. We are picking up here in the streets of Wintervale. The Rat King has just summoned his god, the Great Lizard. None other than the Tarask. There are screams all about the street. There are figures that are staring up in a terrified awe. And there is a roar that shakes the realm around you. Mortal Guardians,
Yeah.
you are pretty sure that you're going to have to fight this beast back. What are you doing to prepare for that?
Shaking, trembling in my boots, in my hooves, throwing up, crying, sobbing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean mechanically?
All of it. No. What are our characters doing?
Ah, makes more sense. I'll make
Got
my mask
it.
visible.
Ugh.
All right,
You
mask
said
is
we have
visible.
one round?
Well, I'm asking what you're doing to prepare at this moment as there's a roar that fills the air. So, Kira makes the mask visible.
I need to heal.
Okay.
I look at this big thing and I go, oh crap. I take out a sending stone. L. Trask Winterveld.
Help.
Help.
So-
Love you. If that's not allowed, I will probably try to rage and go, holy crap, and take a healing potion.
Well, you can do one or the other. So, are you
Oh,
sending
if I'm
to,
allowed to go ahead.
Are you
if I can,
sending to L or are you taking the healing potion? Because those are two
I
actions.
would love to send to L.
Okay.
Love to send a message to L.
I'm not aware of any Tarasks under Wintervale. I can send research onto that. Love you too.
Oh, God. I should have been more specific.
But, with
Mhm.
that, there's
Ooh.
going to be...
Hold on. It's my healing was a bonus action. Can I cast Crown of Stars, please?
You can.
Okay.
And we are going to roll initiatives.
Oh my goodness.
So, it will be Dina. It will then be Verity, Kira, Arturask. Maybe we'll get some help here. So, Zena,
Yeah.
as there is the roar finishing out, what do you do as it is now your turn?
How far is it from me? Can I get to it with 40 feet of movement?
You can get to its foot with 40 feet of movement.
I would like to get to its foot with my 40 feet of movement and do overwhelming. But before I do that, I would like to rage. I think I'm gonna need it.
So actually,
Yeah.
at the start of your turn,
Yeah.
I do need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I knew you were gonna say that. Am I gonna be afraid?
You're within 10 feet of me, you have advantage and a +5.
You're the bestest thing ever. Okay. 14 plus 5 is 19.
Okay, that'll be enough. You are able to move.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so my roll was 20 to hit. Does 20 hit?
A 20 does not hit.
Just miss. I knew it. Okay. How about 28?
28 will hit.
Okay, that's good. That is 28 points of damage.
Okay.
As I raged. Oh, brutal critical. That is going to be 32 points of damage.
Alrighty.
Last attack is 26. That is 30 points of damage, and that's the end of my turn.
Did you say that your critical was 32?
Did I say that because I'm stupid? Yes, it's because I'm stupid. That's 24, which is 44, 45, 46, 56 points of damage.
Alright, so 56. And then 20. Alright, cool. Anything else from Xena? If not, Verity, we come to your turn.
Okay.
Frightful Presence, by the way, I
Got
misread
it.
that on
Yep.
that. No, I misread it, so you don't have to worry
Oh.
about it. Which was sorry for Xena earlier.
It's all good.
So it's your turn.
I'm going to cast Foresight on myself.
Okay.
And then, as a bonus action, we'll throw a star at the Tarrasque.
Cool.
It's a natural 20.
Cool. So,
Does it ignore?
this is a ranged attack spell, yeah?
Yes.
As your star is thrown up, you see where it crashes against the carapace and does not seem to take the damage.
I'm sorry.
The Tarrasque seems unaffected by the spell.
Hey.
I'm sorry?
I don't think I heard. Realized that my character is primarily ranged spell attacks.
Anything else on your turn, Verity? Because that's a bonus action.
I cast Foresight.
And that was your action. That is
That
correct.
was my action.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Kira.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn into a dragon.
Okay.
A casual adult emerald dragon. And how far away is the Tarrasque?
The Tarrasque is right there. He was summoned in the street just outside of Mother Gothel's.
Oh, awesome. I'll just, go to it. That's my turn.
Okay. As you go to it, it is our Tarrasque's go, and our Tarrasque is going to, now this is where I would need everyone to roll me a wisdom save. Alright, you're all fine. None of you are frightened by the creature. And it's going to go for a bite attack against you, Kira, because you are a dragon right in front of it. With a 36.
Yup.
And as the teeth go into your shoulder, that's 31 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled.
Awesome.
While this grapple exists, you are considered restrained.
Cool.
It is also going to tear into you with its claw.
Okay.
A 30 will hit, yeah?
Yep.
What is happening right now?
You're fighting a Tarrasque. That is 24 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is going to try and ram you with its horn. But that is going to be a 21.
hits.
21 hits. Okay.
Oh, actually, I can still cast spells.
You can.
It's a magic item thing. I can cast my own spells on shield.
Okay, shield goes up. So
Yeah.
the horns do not manage to pierce through your arcane defenses. And then the tail is going to come and swipe at those on the ground. So Xena,
Yeah.
that is a 37.
To hit?
Yes.
Nah.
I don't think so. And then that'll be 22 points of bludgeoning damage. And can you please
Okay.
make me a strength saving throw?
Oh god. Please don't hit me. 19?
You are knocked prone.
Oh wait, I'm raging.
Okay.
Okay, 23. No, 19. 19.
You are knocked prone.
Oh my god.
So, that is it for our Tarask. And then we are going to, you hear the sound of the guards that come and are now going to try and rush in, start poking at the Tarask with their spears and striking and what does our buddy over here do? He is going to hold and keep an eye on things before he moves in, so he's holding his action. So, Xena, we come to your turn. What are you doing?
I take 5 feet of movement to get up.
Okay.
And I try to overwhelming strike again. Okay, does 22 hit?
A 22 does not hit the Tarask.
How about 27?
27 will hit the Tarask.
Okay. That is 36 points of damage. 28 to hit for 29 points of damage. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Verity. We come to your turn.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm reading through plane shift. It says it can be used to banish an unwilling creature to another plane.
Okay.
Will that work with this?
It could.
Okay, oh goodness. Can I get close enough? Can I get into melee with its foot with 30 feet of movement?
You could.
Okay, great. So need to make a melee spell attack, which I have advantage because of foresight.
Okay.
So that is 13. That's 23, 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
Okay, so it needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. That is a 28.
It passes. It's fine.
So, anything else from you, Verity?
No.
Okay. Kira. It's your turn.
Yep. Can the Tarask make me an intelligence save?
Yeah. Is this a spell?
Nope.
Okay. Is it a magical effect?
Nope. It is a breath weapon.
Okay. That is an 11.
That fails.
It is going to use a legendary resistance instead, as its
That's-
form ripples.
Okay, so it will take 25 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Takes 25 points of psychic damage. It growls and it shatters some of the windows here, raining down some horrid energies over the realm. Anything else from Kira?
Yep, I'll use my bonus action to psychic step.
Okay.
60 feet back, so I'm no longer grappled, restrained, every other condition it would try to put me in.
Yeah.
And that's my turn done.
Sounds good. It is going to then be our Tarrasque's go. And the as the Tarrasque's gonna go, we're gonna have it go against I need it is Xena and Verity that are within melee, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is a tail attack coming towards Verity to knock you out of the way.
Oh god.
24 to hit.
Has disadvantage.
24 to
Does it
hit.
look like- Yeah.
23 points of bludgeoning damage and a strength saving throw, please.
Okay. That's a 13.
Verity, you are knocked prone.
Great. Amazing.
One of the foot steps close as it readjusts itself as it's going to try and claw at one of its at Xena.
No need to.
21 to hit, I believe will miss, yeah?
Oh, thank God.
But I'll do it again. That's a 36.
It doesn't hit.
And that's gonna be a lovely 28 points of slashing damage.
I am so glad I raged.
And then we're gonna go get a bite
On who?
on you, Xena.
I need to go ahead and edit my introduction list.
That is a 22 to hit.
No!
Okay. You're lucky that one of those rolls was a natural one. So with that, it is the end of the Tarrasque's go. And our gnome wizard from the side is going to move over to Verity.
Oh my God.
As he puts his hand down to help you up. I'm Beelzebub. I'm a magician, and I see you're struggling. Will you accept my help?
Yes, please.
As you take his, if you take the offered hand, he is going to use a shape change spell on you. You can choose the form of any creature with a challenge rating equal to your level or lower to change into. It cannot be a construct or an undead.
Okay.
Be a dragon.
You could. The other stipulation is you must have seen the sort of creature at least once, but you're a varied adventurer. So, while you come to that decision, that is what's going on there.
What is my CR?
Your challenge rating is equal to your level. So
Oh, okay.
20 or lower.
Okay. Okay. Let me do something with that.
Time to Google.
Just go to the D&D Beyond, filter everything that's not a CR20.
Yeah.
So, with that, Xena, it is your
Uh-huh.
turn.
I only know one thing to do. Okay. That is 24 to hit.
24 just misses as your blade
Oh my
sheens
God.
off the enhanced carapace.
What is happening right now? Action surge.
Go for it.
Oh, thank God. 28 to hit for a total of 28 points of damage. Oh my God. Okay, 27 to hit for... Okay, 31 points of damage, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. Verity, have you found your new shape change?
The CR20, yeah?
CR20.
Look out, Ancient White Dragon.
All right. So, as Verity, you assume this new form. It is now your turn.
Okay. And I get to use this stat block.
You use the stat block, but you retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores.
Okay.
As well as your skills and saving throw proficiencies, as well as gaining those of the creature.
Okay. Okay.
But you cannot use legendary actions in your new form.
I understood. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to make this easy for me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Ancient.
If you want to track for using another
I found
stat
it.
block, have a calculator up for the HP. So that means if it goes up and down, you can just add it to that little calculator thing.
Okay. I'm just... I'm so overwhelmed right now. Okay. Calculator. Thank you for that. Okay. So I have Frightful Presence.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and use that. It is a DC 16 Wisdom save.
That is a 27 on the wisdom save.
Okay, that's fine. So we'll go for 2 claw attacks. So that is a plus 14 to hit. And I've still got foresight. Does that
Still have
apply?
foresight, yes.
Oh my god. Okay, that's 18 plus 14. I can't even.
It'll hit.
Yeah, okay. And then that's 2d6 plus 8. That doesn't sound right. Does that sound right?
It does sound right.
Okay. 2d6 plus 8. That's max damage too. That's 20.
Alright.
Second claw attack. It's another 32. There it is. And that is 15.
Okay.
Whatever it is, and then a bite,
Yeah.
which is also plus 14. So that's 25 to hit. No? Yes, 25.
A 25 just hits.
Okay. And that's 2d 10. plus 8. So that's 19 piercing, and then 11 cold.
Okay.
And I think that's everything.
Sounds good. With that, Kira, it is your turn.
Cool. See if we get my weapon back, which I don't. So I'll slip back over. Yeah, how much weapon do I have? Okay, 80 feet of fly. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll slip back over and take a bite and 2 claw attacks. $15 doesn't hurt.
A 15 unfortunately does not hit.
Neither does a 13. My rolls. Neither does a 19. Damn.
You've got another dragon here and you didn't get into a flank. Oof.
Listen. Stressed out.
You are stressed. It's okay.
No one's meant to see this till like part 2 or 3, but you know, find a Tarask. I'll bamf back with my bonus action. And that's my turn.
With that, it is our Tarask's go, and our Tarask is going to go for a horn strike against the ancient white dragon in front of it.
Mm.
It's got disadvantage,
It does because of foresight.
which means you don't get hit by the natural 20. That's a 27 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. That is 34 points of piercing damage from the horns.
Okay.
It is going to try and claw at you. With a 26.
Yes.
That is 23 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
It goes for a bite.
Mm-hmm.
30.
That's a disadvantage.
That's with disadvantage, yeah. That
okay.
is 40 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled.
Uh-oh.
While you are grappled, you are considered restrained. And then a tail swipe at Xena.
Having a really bad first day as a dragon.
31 to hit Xena.
Uh-huh.
For 29 bludgeoning, please make for me a strength saving throw.
Oh my god. 2 nat 2s. 18?
18. That is a failure. You are prone. With that, it is going to be. You have the others, the guards here that are hitting and striking away at this creature, as Bilzever is still holding the concentration on Verity's shape change. Xena, we come to your turn.
Okay. Overwhelming strikes again. Please, please, please. Oh god. Please, please, please. Oh, brutal critical.
Hell yeah.
60 points of damage. Oh, brutal critical again.
All right.
52 points of damage, and that is the end of my turn.
Okay. You're starting to see that the Tarask is looking a little bit rough here. And Verity,
Yeah?
it's your turn.
I'm restrained.
You are.
I'm also a dragon.
You are.
Okay. Wait. Oh, goodness. let's do the frightful presence again. So that's DC 16 wisdom save.
That is a 27.
Okay. Okay, let's go for the claws. Which the disadvantage cancels out. And that's a 30.
That'll hit.
2d6 plus 8, so 15 piercing?
Makes
Slashing.
sense. Slashing or piercing makes sense for claws, yeah.
Okay. Oh goodness, that's a... I don't even know. 10, 8, 18, 22.
22, unfortunately, is not enough.
Okay, that's fine. And then we'll reach around and try and bite. Goodness. It's a natural one.
So, as you are caught in the jaws of this Tarrasque, you are snarling in your dragon form, trying to claw and get the teeth off of you. You even reach around to try and snap your own jaws against it, but unfortunately are unable to do so. But you do manage to get some damage off onto the creature. Kira, it's your turn.
So, Dragon Verity's still restrained.
Dragon Verity still restrained.
I'm gonna fly over and then I'm gonna cast Dimension Door, and we're both 60 feet back.
Okay.
Oh, Navi.
Anything else from Kira?
You got this. Being a dragon's fun. I'll give a bardic to Verity.
D10?
Yep,
Cool.
that's my turn.
All right. It is our Tarrasque who roars out, and as it does so, is going to stomp on the ground and.
Sorry, Zena. Just gonna laugh at you.
35 to hit Xena for 27 slashing damage from the claws. And it's going to go for a bite.
No. We talked about this.
Double it and give it to the next person.
That is a 32 to hit Xena.
Uh-huh.
That is 38 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled. And until the grapple ends, you are considered restrained.
Okay.
And
That's great.
that is what the Tarrasque is doing.
Okay.
Seeing that you have been bit and grappled, one of the city guard is going to come over to your side and provide the help action for your if you are trying to get out. And Xena, we come to your turn.
Oh, great. I have, I would like to try to get out, and because I'm raging, I have advantage.
Okay.
Please. Natural 20 for 42.
Yeah, you're easily able to break free.
Oh, thank the Lord. I would like to go ahead and do overwhelming attacks.
It was an action to break out. You
I would like to
surge?
go ahead and do my last action surge,
Okay,
and that is going to be 30 to hit
that'll hit.
for 31 points of damage.
All right.
29 to hit for 49 points of damage. My last attack. Oh, brutal critical. That is going to be 62 points of damage, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. This creature.
Is the dragon looking rough?
It's not a dragon. It's a Tarrasque. It's an entirely.
I mean, the
different thing.
Tarrasque? I'm so confused.
It is starting to look very hurt, but still in
Oh.
fighting condition. As Verity, we come to your turn. You are 60 feet away from this thing.
Okay, great. Can it make me a con save?
Sure.
Breath
Is this against
Yeah.
a spell?
No, this is breath weapon.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's 16d8.
That is a 21.
A 21?
Ancient, so it's like
Yeah.
It's a failure. The DC is 22.
Oh,
It's 54 cold damage.
All right.
Oh wait, no, wait. It's 16d8.
Okay.
I
Go
was
ahead.
rolling d6.
Re-roll that then.
if it comes out lower, I'm gonna feel so
I
sad.
know. 77.
yes!
This thing is holding on by a thread, but still
Oh my
standing.
God.
Anything
Okay.
else from you, Verity?
No, that's it.
Kira, it's your turn.
Forgot to roll my breath weapon last round, so I got it back, so no point in rolling this round. Can I get an intelligence save, please?
Sure. It's a 9.
It's 34 points of psychic damage.
Would you like to paint a picture of what happens here?
Yes! Please. Please.
Oh boy. I was so stressed out I didn't do the accent like half the time during combat. See, disorienting breath, since it's psychic, it's more just a really uneary scream. So Kira just flies over it, screams right in its face, like you can see the shock waves, just until it starts to look drowsy and dead.
As the beast falls, heavy, back into the hole that it crafted, this sinkhole, you see rats that scurry away into the sewers. The Rat King has fallen as well, with the massive crashing of this beast. And Verity,
Yeah,
you were a dragon.
I was.
You are no longer a dragon.
Oh God. Kira!
Kira, I will say, is able to rush over and grab you before you fall to the ground. But you will see Bilzavir. Well, it was a pleasure, saving Winterveld with you, but I really must be on my way. As he skedaddles into the sewers with the fleeing rat cultists. And as he disappears, that
Darn
is
it.
where our session will come to an end.
Oh my God.
boy.
So, thank you, players, for playing. I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you, viewers, for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you guys in the next stream, but until then, head on over to WildWitch.com. Check us out there. That's WILDEWITCH.com. It's got all the fun things we've got going on, all the ways that you can find us on the internet, including the invite link to our Discord to join us, hang out, chat, and play in some games yourself. And as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.